So, Zane,
Yeah.
are you ready?
No, but go on.
You're not ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. So, the next choice that I want to talk about
Mhm.
is Batman
WarGames!
WarGames. I've put a little link to the picture in the private chat. Yeah. So, yes, Batman WarGames. I've spoken about it very previously on the show, like in other episodes where I've talked about kind of what we would look at for Batman, like choices and stuff like that. This story is like I love this story. Yeah, it's a bit tiny, sorry. So the reason why I picked this one is that there's most of the Batman, like major Batman story arcs that have happened over the last like 30 years or so have been adapted. Did you like that, by the way? Did you like
I
that?
did like that. Yeah, I'm keeping that.
War Games. Yeah. Thank you. I knew you'd like that. Most of them have been adapted in some form into films. So we've got The Long Halloween coming up in The Batman. We've had No Man's Land adapted in The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, there's a lot. I was on the fence whether or not it was this or Hush. I was also thinking of doing Hush with it, but
Interesting.
WarGames won out. WarGames won out for two reasons. Firstly, three reasons. So the story itself is, look, Zane, we all know Batman. He's a little bit of he's a bit of a rascal, isn't he?
Yeah,
You know,
he's a
he's a
lad,
little bit,
you know.
Yeah, and the thing that Batman loves to do, and the thing that hasn't really been highlighted that much, but he's a detective. You know, he's a thinker.
Yes.
That's what Batman is. He's I'm gonna say he's on genius level intellect,
True.
and what he also is a master strategist. So we've seen from books like the Justice League, where the Tower of Babel, where
Yep.
he has come up with all the ways of how to beat every member of the Justice League.
Mhm.
So in this instance, he created a scenario in his little computer. What a geek! Where he would take down all of the crime gangs of Gotham and consolidate all of that power into a singular figurehead that he would control, effectively controlling all crime in Gotham. He determined himself, Batman, it wasn't a good idea to do this plan because there was too much collateral damage and too many problems that would arise from it. So he shelved it, but he still came up with a plan. There's a character. So the Bat family has many sidekicks. So we've got Nightwing, we've got Robin, various versions of Robin, we've got Batgirl. There was a girl who is Tim Drake's, or was Tim Drake's girlfriend, called Stephanie Brown, who is the character Spoiler. Now, there was a period of time in the books where Tim Drake was not Robin and he disappeared because he was basically annoyed with Batman and didn't want to continue being Robin for a while. Stephanie thought that this was the perfect opportunity to stand out from her spoiler persona and become the new Robin to Batman. So, as a way to impress Batman, she triggered WarGames. She triggered, you know.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. And she basically it worked. And all of the gangs went to war with each other. They all ended up killing each other. Unfortunately for Batman, Black Mask rose up. Roman Sionis didn't really see what was going on, but took advantage of the situation and consolidated all of that gang power under himself. So effectively, Black Mask became the crime lord of Gotham. In doing so, he basically did this by finding out what was going on from Stephanie Brown, who he tortured and murdered. And so she dies during this. And, you know, Batman obviously has to then take down Black Mask. It starts with a book called War Drums. and then leads into like there's a 3-volume run of WarGames.
Okay.
The reason what say again?
I didn't know that, so I was just saying okay.
So the reason why I love this story, and I think that it should be translated, I think it will translate exceptionally well into cinema. Like, I think you don't have to go out of your. It's not going to go crazy with budgets or anything like that to like basically do this, because it's all Gotham centric. It's all to do with gangs. It's all to do with the criminal underworld. You can expand out the existing Bat family. We've had Robin on screen, but we've never explored anything else from that. It would be really nice to have some additional characters come into it. Even if you don't want to use spoiler, you could still use like a Batgirl, for example, like a Batgirl wanting to impress Batman and doing it. And we could also then have Black Mask, properly Black Mask, because he's been on screen in Birds of Prey, and I don't mind Ewan McGregor's take on him, because he does like draw that line between like posh aristocrat Black Mask and also horrific, vicious, sadist Black Mask. But this is, I mean, in this book, this is the Black Mask that has had the mask fused to his face, so he can never take it off.
Right.
So it's like burned on there, basically. So we've never seen that on screen. I would love to see this. I just think it would be a really good story to translate onto the big screen. I can't remember who wrote it, but whoever did, good job. Well done, guys. Bravo.
Kudos. That was a great pick.
Matt Reeves and Pattinson, by the way.
What's that? Sorry.
Director and Matt Reeves and Pattinson. It would be perfect for them. From the take they're doing, it would be great.